As we sit here right now, we are less than a month away from Election Day. And as we get closer and closer, really what is coming down to are the 7 battleground states. And a new poll just came out from Emerson College Polling that shows just how tight this race is. So I'll read out what it said yesterday and then we'll talk about it. So Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia, Trump is up 1. In Michigan and Wisconsin, Trump and Harris are tied. In Arizona, Trump is up 2. And in Nevada, Harris is up 1. So when you look at these numbers, what sticks out to you?
I mean, it's just as you said, this is about as close of a race as you could imagine. And honestly, it is about as close as we've ever had in recent memory. The polls in all of the battleground states nationally have been neck and neck for months. Even back when Joe Biden was in the race, it was pretty close. Harris came into the race, took a lead in the national polling, but for this whole time, it has been neck and neck. And really, nobody has a great sense of how this is going to go. I mean, it could be just a few thousand votes either way, which is what we saw in each of the last 2 presidential elections. They came down to about 77,000 votes in 2016 in the 3 blue wall states. And then in 2020, it was even fewer, something around 45,000 votes in Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia. So, there could, given how close the polls look right now, we're probably looking at another photo finish kind of election this cycle.
And probably not getting the results election night. It probably won't be wrapped up in a bow anytime soon. So I am curious, though, because you wrote a piece saying these are the counties to watch on election night. Because it's such a razor-thin race, now where are you keeping your eye when it comes to these 7 battleground states?
Yeah, so there's a few counties that I would point to just for folks who are tuning in on election night who might want to get a sense of, all right, even though it might take a while to call each of these states, like where might we find some clues? So the first one I would point to is in Michigan, which is Kent County. Kent is in the Grand Rapids area. This is an area that broke for George W. Bush by double digits only a couple decades ago, and then it swung to Obama pretty heavily in 2008 and 2012. And then in the last couple of elections, it has been very narrow margins. Joe Biden took it by a little bit in 2020. And it's the kind of fast growing kind of suburban type of area that we've seen in recent years, sort of trending away from Donald Trump. Now, the question is, if Harris is only matching Joe Biden's numbers there, is that going to be enough? But, if Trump continues to make inroads in some of the deeper red parts of the state like Michigan, is only matching Joe Biden in the suburbs going to be enough, or is she going to need to build on that? So Kent County is a great example of a place to look like that. Then I would look at Erie County in Pennsylvania. Erie has swung with the state pretty closely over the years. It was a state that went for Obama, broke for Trump in 2016, and then very narrowly swung back to Joe Biden in 2020. It's in the upper northwest part of Pennsylvania. Very working class, has a strong union history there. It's the exact kind of county where if Kamala Harris is regaining ground with the white working class, which is a big constituency, you might see her kind of matching Biden's margins there. If there's evidence that Trump is not only on track to flip Erie back, but even maybe do so by a wider margin than last time, that might start setting off some alarm bells at Harris headquarters. So those are just a couple of the ones that I would be paying attention to on election night.